Bank of Odùduwà tàbí Bank of Yoruba nígbà tó bá yá òun ni à ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ kí àsìkò yìí máa kí brọ́dà wa tí wọ́n ti ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun àti orílẹ̀-èdè Amẹ́ríkà làwọn náà ti wá. Àwọn ni Prince Adékúnlé Adépọ̀jù. Ẹ jẹ́ bá mi pàtẹ́wọ́ fún wọn, ẹ jẹ́ ká rí níta. Àwọn ṣiṣẹ́ gbúgbúrú, wọ́n ṣe gbúgbúrú méje, wọ́n wá fi yàyà mẹ́fà, wọ́n wá fi kún gbogbo ẹ̀ wá jẹ́ mẹ́tàlá. A kí wọn pé wọ́n ṣeun, wọ́n kú iṣẹ́. Bí a ti sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ni kábíyèsí wa kan wọlé. Kí la ń bọ́ bá pè Bọ́ba pé bọ́ba aláṣẹ ọba tó tó bí àró. Ọba rẹ̀ bí oṣù. Ọba aláṣẹ ọba. Ẹ ṣe kábíyèsí o. Ọba His Royal Majesty Ọba Adéyẹmí Adépìdípọ̀tẹ̀mọ́lẹ̀ láti Àjàrà ní Benin Republic níbi ojúlówó ọmọ Odùduwà. Ẹ ṣe kábíyèsí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ àṣẹ látọ̀dọ̀ kábíyèsí àti bàbá wa lánàá ẹ̀jọ̀ kú. Ọkọ̀ ìyá wọn kábíyèsí. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí àti tó fi létí àwọn ọba bí wọ́n ṣùgbọ́n àlọ́nà tí wọ́n máa darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. A kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń wọlé. Bá ṣe kí kábíyèsí náà la kí wọ́n bí wa olórí. A kí ẹ̀yin náà gbígbé. Màmá wa yèyé lúfẹ̀ G49 màmá wa bí ọkùnrin tàbí wà kí ilẹ̀ kábọ̀ sí àárín wa. Tí ó kàn sí àwọn ṣeré yìí ní lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí ni ká pé bàbá wa amòfin àgbà Ọlásùpọ̀ Òjó. Àwọn náà máa bá wa pé àwọn finance committee yẹn láti ṣe àfilọ́lẹ̀ wọn. Àgbà ọ̀dà sọ̀rọ̀ bàbá wa lànà ẹ ṣeun.
Ẹ ṣe lọ adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo wa pé àkóso rò tí gbogbo wa ti wà ní àti wọ́n. Àwọn ẹgbẹ́ tí wọ́n dẹ̀ wà nídìí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ni ẹgbẹ́ gbogbogbò àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ òmìnira ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Lábẹ́ àsíá kan náà ni gbogbo wa ti ṣiṣẹ́. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ wọn tí ì dé wọ́n ń bọ̀. Wọ́n dẹ̀ wọ́n máa wà pẹ̀lú wa. Lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí a ní àwọn kọ́mítì kan tó wọ́n jẹ́ experts nínú finance matters. Àwọn ni wọ́n ti ṣe ètò gbogbo bí àkáǹtì ṣe máa rí, gbogbo control mechanism, gbogbo auditing, gbogbo everything. Nǹkan tí ẹgbẹ́ ṣe ni pé ẹgbẹ́ wa dá foundation kan sílẹ̀. Yoruba Self-Determination Foundation. Foundation yẹn ló ṣí àkáǹtì sílẹ̀. Orúkọ foundation yẹn la fi ṣí gbogbo àkáǹtì yẹn. And àwọn organization yìí gbogbo àwọn trustee tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ pátápátá wọ́n máa ṣàlàyé gbogbo ẹ̀. Bá a ṣe ṣe pàbí wọn, bá a ṣe yàn wọ́n, orílẹ̀-èdè kọ̀ọ̀kan ní foundation yẹn máa ní àkáǹtì. Torí náà a fẹ́ pé àwọn finance committee kí wọ́n wá pìsẹ́ǹtì àkáǹtì yẹn fún gbogbo wa. Ẹ ṣé o.
So, one of the women is account. More especially in the section, will be present very So, one talking, normally, Oshima talking, can use the screen. Yes, continue, sir. Continue. Down. And then the whole the FE address okay.
Hello? Ẹ má bínú sí wa ẹni tí ẹ kó wà lórí afẹ́fẹ́. Nẹ́tíwọ́ọ̀kì bíi kò dúró dédé kò yẹ ká kọ yín. Sábàlẹ̀ ká máa dúró àkókò ń lọ. Àwọn tó wá láti Abidjan, àwọn tó wá láti Côte d'Ivoire, àwọn tó wá láti Nàìjíríà, gbogbo wọn wà ní láti Togo. Ẹ̀yin náà láti Togo ó kí ní sáwọn. Tó máa ń fẹ́ padà, á yẹ kí àkókò ṣòfò nìyẹn. Kàkà bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí bàbá alànà wọ́n bá wa launch account. Àwọn àwọn táìmù ní a máa ṣe program a máa ṣe àlàyé lórí àkáǹtì yẹn fún gbogbo àwọn tó bá fẹ́ wò káàkiri àgbáyé wọn á mọ̀ lóòrèkóòrè wọn á máa wá sọ kókó àti pàtàkì ẹ̀ á máa sọ fún gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Ìjọ pàtàkì máa ṣe báyìí ní bàbá wa lànà láti sọ ọ̀rọ̀ wọn kọ́lẹ̀ bá wa fi àkáǹtì yẹn lọ́lẹ̀ kó ló àṣẹ. Kí ló gbé microphone fún bàbá? Ẹ̀jẹ̀ kí gbogbo wa dìde ká kọ orin kékeré kan bá fi lé bàbá dìde. Lẹ́lẹ́ni yóò máa fẹ́, lẹ́lẹ́ni yóò máa fẹ́, lẹ́lẹ́ni yóò máa fẹ́, lẹ́lẹ́ni yóò máa fẹ́. Àsíá Yorùbá nation, lẹ́lẹ́ni yóò máa fẹ́.
Ẹ̀jẹ̀ àjọkọ̀ ọ̀kí gbogbo ní ẹ̀ka àbọ̀ ẹ̀yìn tẹ́ wá láti Nàìjíríà ẹ̀yìn tẹ́ wá láti Nàìjíríà ẹ̀yìn tẹ́ wá láti Togo ẹ̀yìn tẹ́ wá all the way from the Gambia gbogbo àtàwà ní òkè yìí ẹ̀ka àbọ̀ inauguration and launching of this fund. Ẹ̀ka tó yẹ everybody máa gbọ́ dáadáa ni tí ò ní ní the translation. Torí náà mo ti kọ nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ní èdè òyìnbó jẹ́ kí n kà lédè òyìnbó délẹ̀. It is very important for our image in the world that we care that the rest of the world understands what we are doing. Any other person is free to speak in any other language, Yoruba language. But this that we are communicating to the world needs to be spoken in the language that the wider world understands. Ìgbà tí ó bá yá tá a bá ṣe tán àwọn ọmọ wa mú wá translate sí Yorùbá fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá everywhere. I greet all Yoruba men and women and children at home in Yoruba land and the Yoruba diaspora in all countries of the world. It gives me great joy and pride It gives me great joy and pride not just joy, but also pride, to make this historic announcement that the Yoruba National Fund, the long-awaited Yoruba National Fund, has now been created.
Àtẹ́wọ́rùn.
For many months now, most of the sons and daughters of the Yoruba nation, especially the overwhelming majority who are striving for Yoruba self-determination, we have been demanding a Yoruba National Fund. The need for such a fund is obvious. Since the Yoruba self-determination struggle started in earnest in 2019, finding ways to fund it has been a significant concern. We are doing a great deal of things, very many organizations. Where was the money to come from to fund them all? So what we have been doing is hoping and waiting at short distances for little reprieves. This is how about to come to an end. The demand has grown considerably among us to start a national fund which will strengthen the backbone of the Yoruba country when it comes into existence. So this fund is supposed to strengthen the Yoruba self-determination movement until we get our country. And it is to stand as a backbone to our country when it comes into existence, which we hope will be very soon. What has been generally desired among us is a national fund, similar to the Jewish National Fund that was started at the beginning of the last century, that served the Jewish people's quest for a Jewish country, and that has been a source of strength for the state of Israel since its inception in 1948. I am sure that many of us know that the Jewish National Fund is probably worth trillions of dollars today, that it has a reputation that we Yoruba want to. In the Yoruba self-determination struggle, many of our self-determination organizations created small accounts to fund their activities. Also, individuals created funding accounts for assisting the self-determination struggle. However, none, I repeat, none of these fundraising accounts qualifies to serve as a national fund of the whole Yoruba. Consequently, the demand for the Yoruba National Fund became more and more serious among Yoruba people. Countless Yoruba persons and groups, all me personally, as father of the Yoruba struggle, to create a Yoruba National Fund and announce it to the whole Yoruba nation, assuring me that it will be acceptable to all Yoruba people everywhere. But I desisted from doing that. Finally, more mature voices and counsel came that a Yoruba-wide structure would be appropriate and most acceptable base to launch the Yoruba National Fund. That rather than I, as father of all, creating the fund and asking that it be acceptable to you all, that we create a Yoruba national structure that will launch the fund that will therefore make it more acceptable. I accept that advice, and I believe it is a sensible thing to do. Fortunately, while we agreed to do this, the Yoruba Self-Determination Movement, YSDM, came into being in February 2022. Then it immediately decided, among other programs, on efforts to create the long-demanded Yoruba National Fund. For explanation, the Yoruba Self-Determination Movement is conceived as a movement of all Yoruba self-determination organizations. At this moment, over 60 self-determination organizations have joined the YSDM. Its objective is to foster collaboration among all Yoruba self-determination organizations. The YSDM is an organization of organizations and is committed to the same goal as achieving an independent and autonomous Yoruba nation and country in the world. Considering the goal of the YSDM, it therefore qualifies to be defined as a social movement of all Yoruba people, and therefore doing what it is doing now for all Yoruba people, not for just any one organization. While each of the self-determination organizations will continue to exist and carry on its usual activities, the YSDM will be responsible for handling a few functions that all the self-determination organizations need to do together. As soon as it came into existence, the YSDM decided that creating the Yoruba National Fund was an important priority, and they set up a National Finance Committee for the purpose. The Finance Committee has spent many weeks wrestling with creating a good structure for the Yoruba National Fund. In its meeting of March 2022, the General Council of the YSDM considered and approved the final proposal for the Yoruba National Fund. As the chairman of the YSDM, hereby filled with joy to announce to all our people at home and abroad, and to all friends and well-wishers of the Yoruba nation, that we Yoruba nation now have our Yoruba National Fund. I want to say to you, I want to assure you, that the executive committee of the YSDF has labored very hard to put in place best practices to ensure that the Yoruba National Fund shall be protected against any possible kind of abuse or against any infringement, and that its management and processes shall be fully transparent. And here I repeat, are the duties of the National Fund. The Yoruba National Fund shall do the following two functions. One, today, it shall provide financial support to the Yoruba Self-Determination Trust until we are victorious and the Yoruba Nation itself is created. Two, after our Yoruba country is gone, our national fund shall constitute a strong backbone to our country in perpetuity, forever. How does a self-determination organization get assistance from the Yoruba National Fund? The Central Bank Account Fund is open to all Yoruba self-determination organizations for assistance. Any group within the movement is requesting for financial assistance will submit a pro forma letter to the executive committee of the YSDF. The executive committee will review the proposal and if satisfied, pass the request to the council, to the general council of the YSDF for approval. The approved proposal will then be forwarded to the board of trustees that will also review and recommend disbursement where necessary. After all those approvals have been done, the asset management company that will manage the accounts of the fund, asset management company. It is not just pay, I go go, I let we're going to sign check. No. There are professional bodies in the world that manage people's money for them. It is one of such asset management companies that will manage the funds of the Yoruba National Fund. It is when all those approvals are in that the asset management company will then issue the check to the organization demanding the help. More details of the fund. The bank accounts. Because of the fact of differences of currencies across the world, the Yoruba National Fund will have some bank accounts located in key countries across the world. In key countries across the world. For a start, accounts have been established with 2 of the top 10 banks in Canada. Our main bank shall be the Nova Scotia Bank, with an asset base as of October 31, 2021 of $1.2 trillion, occupying the number 3 position on the top 10 banks in Canada. The second bank is HSBC with an asset base as of October 31, 2021 of $121 billion, standing as number 7 position on the top 10 banks in Canada. Those will be the 2 banks holding our account for now. But there will be other accounts created in other countries as we go. The bank and the board of trustees. A board of trustees will carry out the operation and management of the bank accounts and the assets of the fund. Assets of the fund. Members of the board of trustees shall not the owner of any money or other asset of the fund. No board of trustee member, no group of board of trustees members shall have a means of taking possession or claiming ownership of any fund or asset of the Yoruba National Fund. When a member of board of trustees is appointed, he shall sign a bond stating that they are only serving on the board of trustees of the Yoruba National Fund as agents, delegates of Yoruba Nation through the Yoruba Self-Determination Movement. Each member of the board of trustees shall serve on a tenure basis, subject to renewal along the lines that the YSDF creates. Appointment of board of trustees. The Yoruba Self-Determination Movement will identify a pool of notable Yoruba men and women with integrity as potential trustees of the Yoruba National Fund. They will be grouped and assigned to non-governmental organizations. One of them must be made the chairman. Must be made the chairman of the board of the NGO, while the corporate secretary must be appointed for each. Such trustees were to be identified by the YSDF Executive Council. We go by keep everybody. 2, may be referenced as a trustworthy person with integrity as may be required. 3, must be a legal resident in the particular country where the body that is owning the account is to be registered. Shall be appointed in writing as trustee of the YSDF in the particular organization for which he or she is appointed. Must accept his or her appointment as a trustee in writing for record purposes. Must execute a trust deed with leaders of the YSDF. Must undergo training to be conducted by the legal committee of the YSDF. Shall work with attorneys and finance experts to provide needed information to undertake the registration of the CV within a particular country. Must undertake to perform the statutory roles of trustees and give effect to the directive of the YSDF Expo on all lines. must include notable leaders of the YSDM and all the Yoruba, whose names and faces will reflect the character and integrity of the NGO, so as to give comfort to the donors. Appointment of investment portfolio and asset management company. A professional asset management company shall manage the funds of the Yoruba National Fund. The selection and appointment of these professional funds managers and investment managers shall be through an open call by the YSDM Executive Committee. It will be done openly. There is no corner at all. The asset management company shall present quarterly accounts of the performances of the various funds and where necessary recommendations to the board of directors and the YSDM Executive Committee. The board of directors and the SDM executive shall ensure the safety and security of all documents with proof of the fund's propriety of investment, e.g. investment certificate, share certificate, and so on, and be available for adult verification. Be available for adult verification without prior notice. Shall be available for audit verification without prior notice. So the auditors can come in and say, we want to look at the papers of the Yoruba National Fund. The Executive Committee of the YSDM shall approve all investment decisions. So it's not just like the company saying we want to invest our money. No. They will make recommendations to the Yoruba people that we want to invest our money in this venture. And it is when the Yoruba people approve that the money can be so invested. Corporate governance and external auditors. The vehicle recommended to the Yoruba National Fund is named the Yoruba National Foundation. The Yoruba National Foundation shall base its accounting system on a body of policies and practices which prescribe the way transactions should be carried out, recorded, controlled, and reported to the Yoruba people. Therefore, the Yoruba National Fund Foundation policies shall comply with the relevant financial standards and adhere to YSDM procedures. The Yoruba Self-Determination Fund operations shall be audited annually. By hiring external auditors to attest and give credit to assurance and transparency to the financial statements produced to the members of all transactions and stakeholders. Annual reporting requirement. Well, I'm sure you have noticed this. This is one of the most meticulous things that you will find anywhere in the world. And I want to say that we have looked at the papers of similar organizations in order to take these decisions. It is this kind of processes that has resulted in the situation in which The Jewish National Fund that was started in the last century with only little pennies collected by children in the streets has now become a fund owning trillions of dollars. Annual financial requirements. The Board of Trustees shall prepare the financial statements of the National Fund within 90 days of the year end for the fund's report. The external auditors shall audit the financial statement, which the Board of Trustees shall present to the Washington Executive Committee for presentation to the Washington Central Council and ultimately to the Yoruba people. Compliance audits. You can see various kinds of audits. Compliance audits. The external auditors shall conduct a compliance audit on the operations and procedures of the Yoruba National Fund. The primary goal of the compliance audit is to ensure that books, records, and accounts comply with the trust fund requirements. Secondly, that the operations and processes are in full compliance with the accounting best practices. The compliance audit process shall also aim at providing on-site guidance to help the operation of the YSDF identify and correct minor problems with record keeping before they lead to severe issues of non-compliance, and to identify possible professional conduct issues. The external auditors shall conduct compliance audits also.
Àwọn represent kábíyèsí olúfọ̀yìn olúfọ̀yìn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Kábíyèsí ẹ káàbọ̀. Ẹ káàbọ̀. Representative of olúfọ̀yìn. The auditors shall give advance notice and the checklist of the books and records required for the audit for the relevant accounting period. A compliance audit usually will take between 2 to 5 days to complete. Well, I am not an accountant. In fact, I don't have much contact with money. I let my wife manage me my own money. That's good. But in the process of putting these things together, I have learned a lot. I have learned a lot. And I have been able to make my own contributions, especially to tell people immediately at home. And I just want to praise God that I have been part of this whole process. Altogether, as ought to be obvious to all by now, to all sons and daughters of the Yoruba nation by now, and their friends and well-wishers worldwide, very serious efforts have been made to give our Yoruba National Fund the right quality that we can confidently and proudly present to all our people and to all our donors and well-wishers in all parts of the world. I need to just conclude by thanking two sets of people. I want to thank the Yoruba Self-Determination Council and the Yoruba Self-Determination Executive Committee.